Hey, good morning. I'm Patricia Murphy. It's Wednesday. This is Seattle Now. Today we're bringing you the best from another KUOW show, Seattle Eats. The holidays are here, the season for cookies, roasts, seafood, and wine. And if you want the best deals on good wine, Seattle Times food critic Vinh says head to Costco. On the latest episode of Seattle Eats, Ton sat down with Seattle Times politics reporter David Gutman to taste test Costco's best wines that are $20 or less.
Hey, Seattle Eaters! We got a packed show today with so many wines to cover. I needed help, so I put up the bat signal. And rappelling down into the studio is Gutman! David Gutman, welcome to the show.
Happy to be here. Thanks, Ton.
So, you're here to taste wine at 10 a.m. in the morning?
It's like 10:30. Let's be reasonable. I wouldn't drink wine at 10 a.m., but it's 10:30, so I'm ready.
Good. Well, Gutman, a little bit about yourself. You're a political reporter, the star political reporter at the Seattle Times. But in your previous life, you had a stint in some of the best kitchens in Seattle. You used to be a sous chef at the French restaurant Le Gourmand, and you had a cameo at Le Cavis, which, in my opinion, is the best wine bar in Seattle. It's one of the must places you have to hit. So you worked at 2 French restaurants. Did you learn a lot about wines when you were there?
You know, I think I learned enough. I'm not an encyclopedia, but I learned to appreciate them. I learned to like French wines. I like France. And, you know, it's fun talking about France.
Well, as luck would have it, we have 3 bottles here to taste. You know, one of the things we do here at the Seattle Times, we'll have our annual Costco wine review. It's one of the most read things during the holiday season. You cannot, for the quality, you cannot beat the value that Costco has for wine. Some of these bottles that we're tasting today, David, should be, I kid you not, $20 more than what they charge.
Wow.
So what I did today was I brought 3 of the highest rated Costco wines, and we're going to taste them.
You tasted all the garbage and brought us the good ones.
This is not like communal wine. It's not like a plunk. These are quality wines under $20. Do you have a Costco membership, David?
I don't.
Okay.
I live real close to a Fred Meyer, so I'm a Freddy's guy. But Costco runs in the family. My parents love Costco. My mom once wrote a poem called The Church of the Costco. They love to go to Costco, and they stock up, and then they split a hot dog. So Costco runs in the family. I just happen to live very near a Fred Meyer.
You just can't beat a Costco membership if you love wine. Costco wine is like the best value out there in the United States, and that's why we review it every year. So, David, this is how we're going to roll. I'm going to pop open these bottles, and we're going to go through the sampling notes, what we smell, what we taste. We're going to talk about what it pairs well with, and whether it's a great value. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Thanks for weeding out the garbage.
There you go. So, David, the first one we have is a Prosecco Rosé for $8.49. It's from Italy. It's one of 3 sparkling wines that Costco offers, along with the champagne and the Prosecco. But I would say the Prosecco Rosé is their most underrated of the 3. And the good news is it's readily available. You can get it any day of the year.
Man, do I love an $8 wine. Especially if it's, as you say, good.
And I'm not as graceful opening wine. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. So, David, you have to fill the air time while I just figure out how to get this foil out.
Well, I'm looking at you unwrap the foil on this bottle of Prosecco, and what really immediately sticks out, you know, is the gorgeous color of this wine. This pale pink orangey color, almost an apricot, maybe.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
I should let you know that this was bouncing around in my car. So will this explode?
Don't open it over the radio equipment.
We're going to find out right now, boys and girls.
Look at that.
Oh, it's so aromatic. David, may I hand you this glass?
Thank you. You've poured me a stein of Prosecco here.
The answer's in the bottle, I always say. Okay, I'm getting a lot of strawberries in the nose, some spices.
Smells like a windy day. Is that okay to say? I don't know what that smells like, but it smells windy.
Might be because it is actually a windy day. We just got out from the goal. Let's taste this. Oh, man. It's bursting with berries. Also like a Jolly Rancher type of berries. I'm getting some floral notes. A little banana cream pie in the end. It's definitely crisp wine.
Crisp is the word I would use.
But that's why I would pick this. This is a good party wine.
I could see, walking around a party with a glass of this, just chatting up people, being the life of the party. It's easy to drink.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
crisp. It's bright. It's bubbly.
Yeah.
I guess it goes without saying that it's bubbly, but the bubbles aren't too strong. Sometimes the bubbles hurt my tongue, and the bubbles don't hurt my tongue. So I approve of these bubbles.
And I didn't appreciate this wine as much, David, until this year. I would say it's almost impossible to find a Prosecco Rosé for under $9 or under $10. This is a steal. I highly recommend this.
I agree. I think it's delicious. I think you could drink this with just about anything. I mean, you might have better pairing ideas than me, but to make a beer analogy, it's like a nice yellow Pacifico or Bud Light or something. You can drink it with whatever you want. It's not going to overpower what you're eating.
Oh, and you know what? This would go great with Thai takeout, specifically Thai food in the southern region.
Ooh.
We have a lot of spiciness, a lot of curry dishes, a lot of seafood. This is perfect with it. And I bring this up, David, because I know you live in North Seattle, and there is a hot new southern Thai restaurant in your neighborhood.
Oh.
Called Roy's in Feeney. Have you been?
I have walked by it a number of times. I have not been. It's in the former home of the Park Pub, which is actually where I went on my first date with my wife. So holds a special spot in my heart, but I haven't been there since it was the Park Pub.
Oh, wow. So see, now you have to take on your anniversary. But Prosecco Rosé goes great with a lot of the Asian food, especially southern Thai food. It's a magical, ideal pairing, in my opinion.
I'm with you. I would have some spicy curries, stir fries, noodles. I'm ready. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'll have another sip.
And as I'm tasting this again, David, I'm getting a lot of cranberry notes, a lot of tart cranberry. It's starting to open up.
Oh, that's a good one. That's, when you said the other ones, strawberry, Jolly Rancher, I wasn't getting that, but I think I'm getting cranberry, the tartness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it little puckers your mouth just the slightest bit in a pleasing way.
Yeah. And this year, I tasted around 8 to 10 Prosecco that were in the $15 range. And David, no exaggeration, none of those bottles was good as this $9 Prosecco wine. None. So what do you think, David? Would you buy this for $9? You cheap bastard.
It's only $8.49, so I buy multiple bottles.
Yeah.
And it's just so pretty. I can't get over the color. It's this very pale apricot-y pink with, hints of orange. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like the last vestiges of a sunset, just before the sun's gone. The intense colors have faded, and you're just left with this memory of a sunset.
David, I feel like the more you drink, the more poetic you get. So keep drinking, please.
You got it.
All right. On to our second bottle. And this one is a French wine. Right up with your alley, David.
It's French, so you know it's good, right?
This is a Gigondas, a 2023 Gigondas. Costco raised this price by $1. So it's $14.99. And I'm going to open this. David, I leave it to you to fill the airtime when I clumsily open this wine.
All right, let's talk about Gigondas. Gigondas is a region in the south of France. It's on the southern Rhone, and the Rhone is a river that goes through France. My friend David Butler, who owns Le Caviste, the wine bar, he often, when we worked together, would go to tables and tell people where their wine was from by showing them his hand. And actually, France looks a lot like the palm of your hand. France and the palm of your hand are the same shape. So if you hold up your right palm, the Rhone River kind of comes right out of the crook of your thumb, comes through the Alps, and then when it gets near the middle of your hand, takes a sharp left turn and heads down south to the Mediterranean at the base of your hand. And this Gigondas is from that down south region after it's made the left-hand turn at the base of your hand.
I've never heard it explained that way before.
Hold up your hand and look at a map of France. It looks exactly like your palm.
It helps. I'm a visual learner.
Chop off your fingers and thumb, just
There
your
you
palm.
go. All right, I'm going to pop this bottle open.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour
Sounds
it.
like happiness.
All right. Oh, I should let you smell this bottle.
Ton has poured me another stein of wine here. If you ever go to a restaurant and order a glass of wine and they pour you this much, you have really hit the jackpot.
You know what it is? I guess because I have a sensitive nose. I need a lot of wine in the glass. I can smell it.
Let's swirl. I love swirling.
One of the good things about Costco this year is there's a lot of old world wines still left on the shelf. Did dry January come early? Because I've never seen this many stellar wines this late in the year.
We love an old world wine. France,
Yeah.
Italy, New Zealand, Australia, get out of town. No interest.
And I want to tell the listeners, that was David Gutman, not me. So send all your angry emails, if you're from the New Zealand Tourism Bureau, to David Gutman at SeattleTimes.com.
California, Argentina, I've got no interest. Old world.
And I'm smelling this. I'm swirling this, David. I'm getting some earthy, licorice kind of note, I would say.
Smells like wet dirt in a nice way. Kind of loamy. I don't know if loamy is the right word. I don't know what loam is, but it smells like wet soil. You can kind of smell where it was grown, I feel like.
Savoriness. I'm getting a lot of savory notes, a lot of earthiness. You're right. Wet soil or like flinty almost.
Oh, you know I love Flint. Are we tasting? Should I taste?
Yes. Let's taste this.
Ooh, very nice.
And I know this is the first time you had this Costco Gigondas. I've tasted the last few years. I would say the gold standard is a 2020 vintage Costco Gigondas. But this isn't far behind. This is not far behind.
What year are we drinking here?
We are drinking a 2023 Gigondas. But I would still buy a case. I would definitely still buy a case. I'm getting a lot of dry herbs, a lot of earthy funkiness on the palate, and a lot of pepper notes, like fresh ground pepper. It's really pronounced. The ground pepper is really pronounced.
I agree on the pepper and the herbs. Yeah. I usually cannot, taste these specific flavors in wine when people talk about the strawberry and the this and that. I, kind of roll my eyes a little bit. But if they're real, if they're big ones, if they're obvious, I just, I lack the nuance to get the subtle ones. But I'm agreeing with you here on the pepper and the herbs.
Yeah. And what this screams to me, I think this would go great with lamb meat. What do you think?
I agree. It seems like a Christmas dinner wine, right? Whatever big roast of meat you're having on Christmas Eve, the seventh night of Hanukkah, whatever you're doing, I feel like this would go nicely. And if you're having a big celebration, you could open the bottle, pour it out an hour before dinner, and then just let it open up when you're eating, right?
That's a great tip. And that's exactly what I do. I would decant this for an hour. It would open beautifully. I wouldn't be embarrassed to take this to a dinner party. I would definitely bring this to a dinner party. It's a very elegant wine for like $15 pretty much.
Oh my God, it costs $15. Of course you wouldn't be embarrassed to take this to a dinner party. You're splurging.
Now, for those who don't have a Costco membership, and I should say I don't own stocks in Costco. They are not like sponsors of this show. But if you love wine, you really should get a Costco membership because the Somm that I judge this with, his name is Owen Bargreen, a level 2 Somm, and he says a good Gigondas will cost you $30 or up around this range. So this is like $15, and he was saying you could get 2 bottles of this for the price of 1 pretty much.
So you buy, 4 bottles of wine and you've paid off your membership for the year.
Exactly.
What a deal.
Oh, this is outstanding. I love this wine.
I keep forgetting to spit.
It's only 10:30, boys and girls.
Oh,
and David Gutman is slosh already. No, I'm kidding. Now, the thing about this wine is this is not my first rodeo. I've tasted this every single year. I've actually tasted this vintage just a couple weeks ago. And I had this with some leftover lamb meat that I had from this place called Meat Moot. It's based in South Lake Union near the Amazon complex. It's a Turkish smokehouse. I had leftover lamb meat and Meat Moot. And I paired with this wine and mwah, a chef's kiss. It was spectacular.
Love it. How's the new restaurant? How's the smoked lamb?
That is a great deal. And thank you for the segue, David, because we just did an episode on openings and closing, and I think that is one of the most interesting restaurants that's open in Seattle now. It's a restaurant that pretty much caters to the Muslim community. They don't serve wine, ironically enough. Here we are talking about their wine pairing. But the meat is spectacular and is a great value. You basically get a pound of lamb meat with 7 sauces and 5 different salads and rice. You can refill as many sides as you want. It's unlimited.
Wow. It's like the platonic ideal of Olive Garden. Unlimited sides and breadsticks. Unlimited sides and lamb.
I tasted this wine with Owen Bargreen. He's a level 2 Somm, and this is one of his highest rated reds in the Costco tasting this year. So if you don't trust my palate, at least trust his. We combine our scores. I average out. This is one of the highest reds that you can get from Costco.
And it's French, so you know it's good.
On to the next wine.
Let's go. Well, what are we drinking next?
We're drinking a Brunello.
Oh, from Italy.
Yes. I'm going to pop this open. Here we go.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
Is this darker? This looks just, the color is like deep purple. It looks much darker than the last one. And the last one wasn't exactly a light red, was it?
No, it wasn't. And this, needless to say, is a full body red. Let me tell you a little bit about it. It's a Brunello, Italian wine from Tuscany, probably the driest part of Tuscany, made from Sangiovese grapes. And now for the bad news, David Gutman. Of the 3 wines, this is the hardest one to track down at this point.
Okay.
I saw it in October. It quickly sold out. And I saw it again during the week of Thanksgiving. It came back. So hopefully this will come back again. If not, it is around. You can get it online. I shouldn't prejudice you, but I will.
Go ahead.
The Somm and I have judged the wines already this year that Costco released for the holiday. And this was easily the top rated wine in a Costco tasting.
Wow.
It is also one of the most expensive Costco wine. It comes in as $21.79, which for Costco is a lot.
And it's not even French.
And I would love to pause here for a second because there's some confusion about what is a good value. David, I know you don't have a Costco membership, so let me just say, when it comes to Costco wine, it's a great value, and people love the Costco wines. They're under $10, like the Prosecco Rosé. But in my opinion, the best value for Costco wines are the ones in the $15 to $20 range, such as this. A good Brunello will run you $40 and up. This is $22. So
I like that. I'm smelling red fruit.
Yeah, definitely.
Currants?
I would say dark cherries. Ooh. I'm getting a little star anise. Definitely a lot of tobacco, a lot of cigars. And if you swirl it, I'm getting a lot of woody notes. Kind of.
So satisfying.
Let me sample this. Some earthy funkiness, like salty soil.
Ooh, I see that. But I never would have thought of that until you said it.
Yeah. And I would say, unlike our last wine, it could use some decanting, but it doesn't need it like the last one. This is just ready to go. This is a 2020 Brunello.
That is surprisingly elegant. You look at it and it's like deep purple, almost black in color, and you smell it and it's got these rich smells, and then you taste it and it's nuanced and delicate.
Yes, and that's exactly what I'm talking about, David. If you want elegant, like complex and nuanced wines that you could take to a party.
This is like take to a party with people you really like.
As opposed to a company potluck.
Yeah, don't waste this on the company potluck.
Yeah, I really love this one. I think this would go well with ragu or fatty, rich red meat, like a Korean short ribs or something. Cut into the fattiness and the beef fat.
This is the wine to drink with your bolognese or your Sunday sauce.
Yeah, bolognese. Yeah, and I have a wild pairing for you.
Tell me.
Stevie's Famous Pizza. Have you been?
I have not. But one's opening in my neighborhood.
Yes.
I read that in the Seattle Times.
Oh, see? News you can use.
Yeah.
So, Stevie's Famous, if you don't know, is one of the most popular pizzeria in the Seattle area, New York-style pizza. I would say their slices are just as good as most of the slices that you find in New York City. This sausage slice pizza is better than a lot of, sausage slice you will find in the Big Apple. There's no red sauce. They use fresh cheese, Mama Lil's. It's fatty rich with a lot of acidity and moisture. And this would go great with a Stevie's Famous pizza.
Ooh. I like the name, Stevie's Famous. It's very cheerful. Is there a Stevie behind Stevie's Famous?
Well, Stevie's is a dog.
Oh, perfect. Even more cheerful.
Right? And it's great marketing, right? Because you name your restaurant after a dog. People name it after, like, I don't know, their loved ones or their child.
Or themselves.
Yes, exactly. Well, David, I hate to kick you out of the studio, but I have to leave to judge an eggnog competition right after this.
Wow. Triple wine tasting right into eggnog competition.
Welcome to my life. David, thank you for joining me. This has been great.
Always a pleasure, Tom. Thank you.
Appreciate you listening to Seattle Now, and thanks to our generous donors for your support. Seattle Eats is produced by Brandy Fullwood and Jim Gates. Greg Kramer does our theme music. Seattle Now and KUOW Public Radio are members of the NPR network. I'm Patricia Murphy. See you soon.